Welcome back to a King of All Trades. If you'd like to see how I made these Target inspired pumpkins, stay tuned. Here's a picture of the pumpkins that I saw this weekend at Target, and when I saw them I knew I had to recreate them because they would fit in perfect with my fall decor. I'm not sure if they're Threshold or Magnolia brand, but they are gorgeous. So the first thing that you're going to need to recreate the bigger pumpkin is a pumpkin from Dollar Tree, some hot glue, some little twigs, I found these outside, some nautical rope that I also purchased from Dollar Tree, and of course a glue gun. So the first thing I did to this Dollar Tree pumpkin was remove the stem. It was very easy, it just pulled right out. Here I'm adhering glue to the pumpkin, and then I'm holding my rope down to see how much I'm going to need. Later I'm just going to cut the rope into 4-inch pieces so that I don't have to keep measuring each time, and it'll just be a faster process. As you see, me adding this rope is pretty repetitive. You're just going to start with some glue at the top to hold it in place, and then put a little bit in the middle and then at the bottom to adhere it. Here you see that I started changing my pattern up. I realized that I had made a mistake. I ended up taking a lot of the strips of rope off and restarting and putting the rope where the lumps of the pumpkin are. I'm not sure if I'm describing that right, but you know how there's how the pumpkin rises and then indents, rises and then indents. I went back and put it on all the raised parts and then came back in and filled in where the dip is. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. And here's what the pumpkin looks like, all covered with the rope. I don't know what happened to the beginning footage of this, but how I recreated the stem was that I took that styrofoam stem that was in the pumpkin originally, and I took some little twigs and I just hot glued them all around the original stem, covering up any of the styrofoam. After I got all those twigs adhered to the styrofoam, I took some jute rope and I wrapped it around all the twigs to bind them together. Once I attached the stem, I knew it needed something more, so I took my nautical rope and I wrapped it around the top of the pumpkin, as you can see in the video. I wanted one of those curly vines for the pumpkin, so I took some jute rope and wrapped it around a pencil with hot glue to form it. And here is the final product. I forgot to add that I added a burlap leaf that I bought from the Dollar Tree. For the next pumpkin, you're going to need some raffia from the Dollar Tree. And I purchased this pumpkin last year at Target on clearance, but they also sell pumpkins like this at the Dollar Tree. Also going to need a glue gun and some scissors for the raffia. I started by removing the stem from the pumpkin. It just pulled right out. The next thing I did is I got about a 16-inch piece of raffia and I folded it into 4s. Next, I put a dot of glue on the pumpkin to hold my raffia in place. Then I'm going to twist the raffia, as you can see how I'm doing here in the video. I also put a strip of glue down the side of the pumpkin to adhere the raffia to the pumpkin. I continue this process all over the pumpkin on the raised part of the pumpkin first. I didn't want to have to go back and take it all off because I did it the wrong way like I did on the bigger pumpkin. And here's what the pumpkin looks like once it's covered in raffia. I found this little wood chip outside, so I used it as my stem. And I also got some leaves that I got from, I think, the Dollar General. And I adhered that for accent on this pumpkin. I felt like this pumpkin needed some finishing off, so I took some of the raffia and wrapped it around the stem. And here is a look at the final product. Well, y'all, I hope you've enjoyed watching me recreate these Target inspired creations. If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Also, give me a comment on how you would have done these recreations. I appreciate all of your feedback. Thanks again for watching this video, and as always, have a great day. Bye!